Okay, what I want to show you now is how to change the status of one of our active listings after we've accepted an application or after we've ratified a contract. So as it stands right now, the property is sitting out there and it's active for other agents to pull up and go and show, and they're going to assume that it's fully available. But we want to change that because we now have this property under contract. Or we have a solid application that looks good on it. So I'm logged into MRIS. I'm going to go to Keystone. And then I'm going to go to Add or Update Listings down here in the bottom left corner. And then I'm going to come up here to the top right corner, back and forth, to search for listings. I'm going to put in my agent ID, which you have on the sheet there. And then I'm just going to put in the house or the street number. And that should be sufficient to pull up the listing that we're looking for. So once I've got that one line, I want to verify that that's the right house, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on this little edit button over here. And it'll bring me up to the main screen of this page. Now this is great because all I need to do is, you'll see it says active here, and we want to switch it off of active, so we're going to hit that drop down menu, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to go to contract or CNTG/NO-KO. And that means it's contingent on home inspections, review of homeowners association documents, appraisals, financing, but it doesn't have a kick out. There's no property to sell or anything like that. So most times, unless I've told you something otherwise, go to contract or contingent, no kick out. Select that, and then if you hit submit to MLS, it's going to ask you a couple questions. Here it's going to say, hey, what date was the contract accepted? It's going to give you this little red exclamation point, so you can click the calendar next to that. And on page, let's see here, I think it's 9 of 10, 10 of 10, 10 of 10 of the sales contract, the agent will have written in the date of ratification. If that's not there, you cannot be changing this status. Call the agent, call me, or whomever it is on the team that gave you this contract and say, hey, I need one of these with a date of ratification on it. In this case, it is there, so I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to hit save and continue because I know it's going to ask me some other things. It's going to ask me, okay, you're contingent. When do these contingencies expire? And everything calculates off of that date of ratification. That's why we got to have that in there. So in this case, I've got an appraisal contingency that's 14 days from August 3rd. And so you start the following day. So I'm going to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's August 17th. Home inspection is 10 days. So again, 4, 14. So it's August 13th. And then you just go through and calculate down. So I've got those in there. Save and continue. And at this point, I should be able to submit to MLS. Just a real quick reminder, when you're calculating the days, day number 1 is always the day following the date of ratification. So if you ratified on the 15th of the month, day number 1 is 16, then you go 17, 18, 19 as you're counting. The date of ratification, I guess, technically would be counted as day 0. Hopefully I have not completely and totally confused you with that explanation and you understand exactly what I've said. Once it's successfully submitted, it'll stop giving you those red exclamation points and it'll say, hey, your listing has been submitted to the MLS and it was successful. So you've got that there. What I want you to do then is quickly go up here to Matrix, search, and if you're smart like I just did, I think I highlighted it, so you can paste the MLS number in there. Or if you come to a quick search here, you can just put the street number and the street name and do a quick search and verify, hey, yep, yes indeed, our contract status has changed. So you should have everything squared away, and now we are not falsely representing this property as active when it actually is under contract. It protects the sellers, it protects the new buyer, and it also doesn't waste any other real estate agent's time, which is important. Call, email, or text if you've got any questions. Thanks.